Oh, yes. I just wanted to make sure that every government employee understands that this provision not only reaches schemes that deprive the government of money or property, but your obligation to protect the integrity of the United States and its agencies. Oh. Now, you're complicit in the conspiracy to deprive the United States and its agencies, of the protections of the United States of America. Now, as I mentioned, I really don't want to have to apply for rental assistance. Yes. But if any sheriff or any cop lies about what I'm doing, yes, I'm going to sue them, for contempt. Now, your court orders were issued in contempt of court. You did not issue them according to the requirements of the RCWs? Yes. You didn't issue them according to the federal legislation? Oh, you refused to remove them because you just can't admit any wrongdoing. And then you continued to arrest me for the last 3 years for crimes I didn't commit. And you wouldn't admit the evidence that I wasn't in those cities or didn't email any person attempting to contact the petitioner. You won't tell me, yes, if I'm still on trial or not. And your plot thickened, I mean, really thickened, when you decided that you'd involve every employee of the United States government that has refused to protect the integrity of the United States. Now, I just want you to know, okay? Oh, contempt, yes. Now, Rule 42 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, yes, supplies procedures to be followed in such cases other than those dealt with summarily, yes. Section 402 provides for a jury trial when the allegations of criminal contempt also constitute separate federal or state criminal offenses. Now, we have some state offenses and federal offenses. We know about the violating of the requirements of the state laws. Yes, and we know about you violating the requirements of federal law. Now, each and every time. Well, there are separate federal and state offenses. Contempt may be civil or criminal. Civil contempt is coercive and remedial. Calculated to compel the recalcitrant, yes, to obey the orders of the court or compensate an opponent, known as Paul C. Budnick, my sons, Marilyn and her kids, aggrieved by the failure to do so. Now, this legislation known as the state laws, yes, and then the federal legislation of Congress, yes, that have been signed into law, you have aggrieved me as your opponent. Pouch! And I'm absolutely fucking sure about what these laws say. Now, when you don't protect the integrity of the United States and you don't protect the integrity of its agencies, and you decide, well, we're going to continue, I'm going to make sure that every employee realizes that when they know that the integrity of this nation is being violated, they do have jurisdiction. So why don't... criminal contempt is punitive. Ooh, you could go to prison for that. Go... punitive. You can actually go to prison for what you're doing. Now, 168, a court of the United States shall have power to punish by fine or imprisonment at its discretion such contempt of its authority and none other as one. Misbehavior of any person in the presence or so near thereto as to obstruct the administration of justice. Two, misbehavior of any of its officers in their official transactions. Did you know an official transaction as a court commissioner, yes, is the issuance of court orders where you had no personal or subject matter jurisdiction? In lingo, yes, legal jargon, yes, they're called official transactions, and it's misbehavior. Now, disobedience or resistance to its lawful writ, the processes of law. You must 5 judicial days. Yes. Orders, rules, decrees. Now, we have a lot of misbehavior today, don't we? Yes, we do. Misbehavior of any court commissioner in the presence of the United States government or any of its agencies, or so near to as obstruct the administration of justice. Misbehavior of any of its officers. Court clerk? Yes. Is that your signature or is that somebody else's? Misbehavior of the officers known as the court commissioner, Brent Baisden. What? Was Heidi there that day? Pouch! These official transactions that happen to involve fraud and contempt of court happen to involve contempt of state legislatures. Yes. In fact, it's in contempt of Congress that you issue these fucking court orders, you idiot.